Hey sis, I'd like to share a story with you today. And it's going to probably resonate with your spirit because you're probably already thinking about these things, but you're so afraid to kind of like let loose. You're afraid to just set the whole world on fire and to do what you really want to do. There was a time when my children were smaller and I was a stay-at-home mom. And I used to watch the Oprah Winfrey Show. I know we all watch the Oprah Winfrey Show. And I used to watch her, and I didn't understand why after her segment was over, I used to cry. It was like my spirit or her spirit was connected to mine in the way that I knew I had destiny, but I was thinking in my head that this was all that I was cut out to be at that moment, was a mom who was taking care of her children. And I had a husband at the time. And all I could do was just cry after every show. And I couldn't tap into really why that was. But as the years went by, I realized that when I saw her, I saw myself. I saw myself in a way that I wanted to be that person to share with other women. I wanted to be that person who had a talk show where I could help other women solve problems or to show them that other women were going through similar situations, and not only just going through, but how to get out, how to manage things, how to turn things around in their own lives, and that they had the power to do so. They just had to know how to do it. They had to see that person really model that in front of them. And if a person had never seen a person that was doing better than them or achieved a lot of goals, you don't know what you are capable of doing. And because it's a visual thing, right, where a lot of us are visual learners, and because it's a visual thing, probably you could see yourself doing that. So I remember just crying. I would just sit there, and I thought I was just emotional because I was in that age bracket where my hormones was all over the place. But no, I realized what was happening. I was crying out on the inside because destiny was there. I felt it, but I didn't know how to break through. And I think that that's why a lot of you resonate with some of the things that I share on this platform, is because you see yourself being out there and living your life and not being stuck. I always use that word stuck because you're beginning again. And if you've been in a cycle for a long time, then you feel like you're in neutral, like you're not going anywhere. But if you see it modeled before you, not in a bragging way, but in a way to encourage you, then that will encourage you to do something different. So today, I want you to know that you got to look at yourself and say, if you want more, if you desire to do more with your life or to elevate some of the things in your life, you must pivot. You must get to that place where you recognize what is your distractions. What are the things that are distracting you from doing what you really feel like you're called to do? And I'll give you an example of that. Distractions have been for me, but it didn't distract me to the point that I did not keep my goal before me. I kept my goal before me because I dedicate myself in this season to pour out to a lot of you women that may be in a position that I used to be in, right? Or now you're flying high, but you want to find your tribe that you connect to. Or the fact is, you're still in that place where you're trying to find your footing, where you're trying to find where you fit in. And therefore, I'm here. I am showing up in your life, in my life. I am being that person that's going to be accountable to my dreams and my goals. And I hope that that's the way you're thinking about it, that you want to be in that position where you can fly now, where you can be upgirded and strengthened with like-minded people. So if you have any distractions, it's time for you to recognize what are some of the distractions that's keeping you from making real progress in your life. That you're not just fictitiously perpetrating a fraud like you got it together when you know you don't. You see, freedom comes when you allow yourself to really do the inner work. And that's where I'm at. I've already done my inner work. Trust and believe me. And I'm still working on things. No one has ever arrived in their life. But I just wanted to kind of share with you the pivotal moments in my life. When I seen people, it's almost like living out my dream before me. And I'm quite sure you've seen people living out that dream before you. Maybe again, we always talk about the couple of things that it's just the normal, right? Because we are in a world where you're being educated, or you have jobs, you're being successful, people are relocating, people are having children, people getting married. Wherever you find yourself, or wherever your heart's desire, this is the season to really hunt in and not be distracted. Therefore, I stopped by today, sis, to tell you, girl, you got to push all those distractions to the side. If you got to cry about your past, because you got to put it to bed. You have got to put it to rest. You have got to go ahead and allow yourself to cry over what was, as I always talk about, and to move into the things that you truly want. So this is the season for you to come into an alignment with what you really want out of your life. You're not stuck. You are just in a place where you have to make a conscious decision to want better for your life. And then you got to step into it. Step into your destiny. You don't have any more time to waste. You don't have another day to think about how many things you're going to do or how you're going to get there. Just start moving. Just put one foot in front of the other and keep it moving. And keep pushing towards your goals. Because, girl, you got this. You have already got this. You just have to get out your own way and do what you need to do for yourself. So if I had anything really more to say about this situation, and especially when it comes down to you living out your dreams and living out the goals and your desires, is to say, listen, throw caution to the wind and just get moving. Get moving, sis, because you got this.